Is all Kingdom Hearts on the PC?
No, PS4.
No. Okay.
None of them are on the PC, but you can pirate them on the PC. I mean, the fucking you good?
See, my friends, this is
My
why
voice
PC
is
is better than consoles.
Nah, that's a whole other conversation that we can have.
What are we talking about?
Talk about PC versus consoles.
We did we?
Boy!
We did that. Didn't we do that? On
We did it on the Something Stupid podcast. We don't need to do that. Do that again.
We
If you
need
want.
Zach here.
No, which we did. Yeah, we did do that. If you want to hear us complain about PC versus console, check out episode 2 of the Something Stupid podcast.
Because with PC games, you only need a PC. You don't see people getting a PC
But then you
too
have to
when a new
upgrade
game comes out.
But then you have to upgrade the PC, like a lot, because
You can't
people
play every game on the PC.
Yeah, exactly that too, because of console
every- you can't play every
exclusives.
game.
Well, no, I mean like you can't play every game that's released on the PC if you don't have a good enough PC.
Yeah, but
I mean, yeah.
And then your own
I'm
PC
sure it's
becomes
cheaper than
irrelevant
buying
in
a
like
new
2 to 3
console
years
every day,
because
every
people are
time
constantly
another one
pushing
comes
forward
out.
for the new stuff.
I mean, you can
Meanwhile, console you just kind of
you
just
can
have one.
you can upgrade a console for, or you can upgrade PC
Yeah, let me
for
upgrade my
about
console right there. My PS3 turns into
especially
PS4.
now with the curve of advancement. You can pretty much upgrade a PC for about the same amount that you would get a new console for.
Consoles can only especially now.
The new the $400 like. You know.
Well, yeah, but if you just want a normal PS4, you can get that for like $200.
I mean, yeah, but it's
And then you can play every single type of PS4 game. You buy a $400 computer, you're fucked.
well, I mean, it's like it's.
No, not Ed. That's the truth.
You can play
hybrid,
games
not
on
Kingdom Hearts.
a
Also Kingdom
much
Hearts.
cheaper budget on PC than a lot of people expect.
well, okay. So for example, I want to play Nier 2. I got a $400 computer. I cannot play Nier 2. I get a $300 PS4. I can play Nier 2. End of discussion.
I've seen
That's-
gaming rigs clocking it only over $170.
Okay.
Don't you know about his story about how he has 2 copies of Nier 2?
Yeah, but no. Okay, so
Well, that's that thing.
no, but say that's $1,000 laptop. Huh? No, it's $1,000 laptop. It's a good laptop. It can play most fucking games. Nier 2 was just a shitty port at the beginning. Okay, so if you don't care that much about video games, like me, I really like Kingdom Hearts. I really like Final Fantasy. Don't care that much about much else, you know? I don't care enough to look into getting a good PC. I don't care into scavenging the internet to find what the best way to build a PC is. I just want to play some Blidio Blames, you know? Like
Blidio Blind.
Yeah.
Some video.
Yeah, and it's like
Some video games.
and I mean I do play on my PC a lot, you know? I'm not saying I dislike playing on the PC. I have a good PC. I play a lot of games on the PC. But the fact that you would have to look, if I wanted to get, like you said, a PC for a little over 170 that can play most games, mind you, I would have to look for a long time and find out the way to do it and build it and do all this shit. PS4, I go to GameStop, I buy a $300 PS4, I can play every PS4 game.
But imagine
Plug,
that you're new to Kingdom Hearts and you get Kingdom Hearts 3, but in order to understand the story, you have to buy a PS2, PS1 in order to play the other games.
But
No, you have to get a PS4. That's it
only
now.
he
Did they
got
port it?
PS4.
That's what we're talking about. For every single game is on the PS4 now.
Yeah,
Oh,
like
alright.
1.5.
Take it back.
Like
Exactly.
They made 1.5.
Y'all shut the fuck up, alright?
Understandable. Have a great day.
It can also be a convenient thing the other way around. Like it with a console, like you usually have that sat out. Like I mean, you have it like right fucking here, but you know, like my console's out in the other room, and I'm on my computer 90% of the time anyways. So for me, I can just switch my fucking. I can literally just take my monitors and do that. And
Well, I'm not lazy enough that I can't get up and move over here.
How dare you? How dare you?
It's not lazy because I don't want to get up, but it's like I'm already doing everything there, anyways. You know, like
So you're too lazy to move over to the next room and turn on a console. Great, cool.
It's the console.
It's
plus,
a very complicated
Not-
process. You
like,
have to
when
stand
I
up,
do
you have
this-
to shut your computer down.
No, it's when I do it. Not everyone else, like on Discord, is also doing that with me.
Okay, no, well, we talked about this on some stupid podcast where if we're talking about multiplayer stuff, PC is without question. That's not even discussion. If we're doing online in any form or fashion, PC is absolutely the way to go. If we're talking about getting stuff for single player purposes only, personally, I prefer console.
Or local multiplayer. But
Yeah.
like, you know, that's
Who does more fucking land?
You can't do 360 no scopes on a console.
You can do Xbox.
Yes, you can turn the fucking
Sensitivity.
be like critical. Turn the sensitivity up to
Xbox 360 no scope.
Yeah. But no, so that's like a multiplayer, like that's without question better for PC. Like that's not even a discussion. If you're doing multiplayer in any form or fashion, PC is without question the way to go for many, many, many different reasons. But single player.
I just don't play a whole lot of single player style.
Well, okay, but okay, well,
that's a completely different discussion.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
that's it.
In a single player form or fashion, only playing single player. What is your defense for console or PC?
In a single player, my defense for PC in a single player environment is that since single player environments are usually a lot more like meticulous detail, you can up the fucking graphics on that shit. I mean, you can.
Shit.
A lot of people give a
Like,
shit. Like the biggest argument right now is 30 versus 60 FPS. Like, I can visually see the difference in
To
60
use an
FPS.
example of like one of the maps in Final Fantasy X, where if you looked at the actual map, it's just like a straight line.
Is it easier to load
Yeah.
mods in the
But
console?
it looks really nice, but like
Well,
if
mods,
I'm not,
yeah.
Mods are
Like,
10 times easier.
Final
than
Fantasy
PC.
X looks
Okay.
amazing.
Because,
Like
for
we only
PS4.
just recently got mods on
I was
Fallout and
listening.
Skyrim. on
You don't
console.
see anime titties in Skyrim because you got it on console.
I don't. I don't need. I have Senran Kagura looking at anime titties, my man. All right. No, like
No, I mean,
But if you
like,
had mods, you could make them titties bigger.
Also, if you're making a single player, like if you were going to make,
I need to be bigger. They were bigger than me. Like
if you were going to make a single player experience for a console and buff it up to PC,
Make me want to break my back thinking about
you
chest
can
sizes.
the upscaling can work a lot better that way. Whereas if you made something for PC and made it like visual fidelity and map variety and whatever, fucking tree leaves or whatever, you know, it's a lot. The downscale would look a lot worse that way than the upscale would to PC.
But is it a fun map? I don't care how it looks. Like, you could take away like this. You could grayscale this entire room, remove every like single detail. If I'm not having fun, what's the point of it looking pretty?
exactly.
To use an example of Final Fantasy X, one of the maps is basically like you go this way, then you go this way, then you go that way, and
That's
then you're
every
done.
map in Final Fantasy
Okay,
X.
never mind. That's the entire game. But like, it looks nice. Like both the HD remaster and the PS2 version, they look really pretty. But like, if I'm going in a straight line, there's nothing fun about that. But if I were like, I could go this way, I could go this way, I could go that way, all over these places. If you were to strip down all of those graphics away, I would still be having fun.
I mean, that's basically what's the TF2 map? The bridge?
2-4.
Oh, is it just 2 for it?
No. Oh, I thought you were talking about the long one with the long ass bridge.
Oh.
The 2-4.
No,
just
like
like
TF2
teams are like here all the way over here.
Like, TF2 is meant to be played with other people. You're interacting with other people.
No,
you
it
can make
is.
like a big giant flat map, and as long as you're playing with other people and shooting each other,
That's
they're
what
like,
Octagon was from Halo 2.
Yeah.
You literally spawn and got sniped.
see, that's fun.
Oh, man.
It was not fun. That's hilarious. That's funny. That's fun.
It
Like
was
it-
for a second.
You're like, oh, I got a kill, and then you just die, and then die, and then die, and then die.
Oh, man.
It was whoever got the spawn camp off first.
Yeah, that's all it was. It was a race to get to that position first. And then the next 9 minutes are just dying over and over again.
But see, the people who are doing the killing are having fun.
I don't think
That's
they're,
what
they're
matters.
really doing this.
But we're not talking about multiplayer. We're talking about single player. If I'm just by myself, if I were in a room, if I were in that map playing Halo, but I was by myself,
That's because you're by yourself on a nothing like.
exactly.
Oh,
You shouldn't be buying a console. You should be buying some friends.
Yeah, fucking friends. Buy a fucking Oculus. Go masturbate to a fucking female in front of you.
Oh, I'm hit.
You basically be shooting a fucking like mirror and hitting yourself.
But my point is, if it's a bad map, then the way it looks doesn't matter as much.
Okay. Bottom line. If you're a casual gamer that doesn't play games all that often, don't care about 60 versus 30 FPS because it really doesn't matter.
It looks better.
That's
The
not the
fidelity is-
point.
I've been playing in 1 frame per second. That's bullshit.
Okay, now that's a little bit.
You notice, for me, I notice a difference at first. I go, oh, hey, this game is 60 FPS. Then it's like, I stop seeing it because it's just normal. And then if I play in 30 FPS, I don't even realize it. I don't care. I really don't care, you know?
I've played in 60 frames. I don't know why, but it kind of hurts my eyes a bit. Like,
It's
It's
jarring.
too smooth.
it's too smooth. It's
jarring
like
at
it's
first.
unnaturally smooth.
Yeah.
You
It's
shitty
like
eyes.
it's like the chicken nugget scene from that one anime. It's like that.
Stop.
That versus 30 FPS.
But nah, if you don't care much about video games, if you don't want to have to research 10 years to find a good gaming PC, if you don't care about graphics looking slightly better, the game running slightly more,
It's not slight.
it is slight. It's
not slight.
On PS4 versus PC, it's slight. Yes. Oh yeah,
It's not slight.
it is.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
Well, that's all we're doing is yes and no. It fucking is. Like,
Because you just contradicted
yeah,
each
no.
other.
Like, the PS4 runs...
If I contradict him enough,
The
maybe he'll agree with me.
PS4 runs very fucking well. Alright? Like, and it looks really fucking good.
For a self-contained console, yes.
No, it's... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because everything, yes. If you're making something to run specifically on a console, you're gonna make it look good on the console because that's is specifically
You know,
what you're making it
remember
run
when we
for.
cared
If you're trying
about
to,
when
if you're
games-
trying to make
games
shit,
were like fun and stuff.
if you're trying to make
What is wrong with you? Get out of here. Fun games.
Seriously, who
games
cares?
aren't about fun anymore.
How dare you bring that word in here?
Who cares how good it looks?
Use
That's
the F word.
the
No
bottom
fun
fucking
allowed.
the bottom fucking line. I don't care what it looks like as long as the game is fun. If it looks good, cool. I'm glad it looks good. If it looks not super great but it's fucking fun, that's all I care about. Like,
But
honestly.
mods make it fun, and PC has mods.
That's,
okay.
that's a completely different argument.
That's okay. Yeah, that's a whole. We're talking about playing a game the way it's supposed to be made on
We're
a
a
single
Kingdom Hearts
hard.
podcast.
The way the game is supposed to be made on. If you're playing it, like I said, the way that the developers want it to be played on single player experience, not multiplayer at all.
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Like, seriously, I don't see what the big deal is. Like,
The big deal is that it's because you have to get into the specific circumstances for console to be better. Like, because you're in a non-multiplayer game, which not a whole lot of games are, or they have a. I mean, there aren't a whole lot of single player
I think
released
Robert's
games.
trying to say
There
that.
you're going basically purely off of gameplay, and
Is it fun?
you're getting
Okay,
you're
okay.
getting produced
I like
for a
it.
console, and because of you have to go in those specific circumstances for a console to be better or to work better. It overall the PC is going to shine.
well,
Because you can make, not only can you, if you're producing for non-specifically a console, you can create bigger things, you can create more elaborate things, you can make them look better all at the same time. You can start adding shit that, like, it would just overload a console, because consoles, like, even, I mean, throw back to Destiny ran like shit eventually on the Xbox, because it was
Xbox. I'm talking about PS4.
I realize that, but even on the Xbox One, it didn't run the best. It still only ran at 30 FPS.
Well,
on the
Xbox One is known for not being the best. I'm talking about PS4.
But it's like when you're
You gotta
developing
just pick,
purely
like,
for a console
console
environment.
that performs consistently versus a PC.
Yeah.
All right, how about that?
I'm talking about
Okay.
PS4
when-
versus
alright.
PC.
when
just take
you're
a PS4
developing,
game.
because when you're developing for a vacuum environment of a console,
this guy
Yeah,
gets it.
seriously.
like, it obviously you can produce for that vacuum environment, but when you're not producing for a vacuum environment, then the PC is going to shine in almost every way.
Okay, but the thing is, like, say, how much? Okay, so you said Destiny didn't run that good, but
That's
that's
30 FPS.
Okay.
that's not bad. 30 FPS is not bad, dude.
I mean, comparatively.
I mean, a
whatever.
lot. The standard for movies is 24 FPS, and you still like.
I mean,
I watched Thor
because
Ragnarok.
it's
I was
not-
like,
it's
nothing
not-
looked choppy.
As it's a non-interactive media.
Yeah, who cares? Like freaking, I watch a cutscene in 30 FPS. So I watch
It's
the same
also a
cutscene.
non-interactive media. A cutscene is non-interactive.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah, on
I have a lot of interaction with cutscenes. There's a lot of screaming and crying.
Okay, but like, Major. So, I guess your problem is you don't like playing games in under 60 FPS and not like 4K graphics. Is that what you're saying?
I think
No.
what Robert's trying to say is consoles are more restricted. Like, you get
Yeah.
this amount of graphics, and that's all you're getting. Whereas PC, you can have mods, you can upgrade the graphics if you want to.
Well, I'm like I said,
console mods,
the way that the developers design things. I'm not talking about mods or any of that stuff.
Well, I mean, like,
We're not talking
I
about-
understand
have more
mods are a
freedom.
plus for the PC. I understand that. We've established that.
Yeah.
Multiplayer's better for PC, mods are better for PC.
But like as gaming, gameplay wise, I think they're about equivalent.
Exactly. That's what I mean.
That's what
Games, yes, they look better on PC. They run a bit faster on PC. What else does it
If
have?
you cut off the non-essential, or if
I
you
mean,
just
you
cut off
can-
the accessories such as graphics and stuff, then
Yeah.
gameplay wise,
even on a you
If
have
you can make a
have
good game for a
higher-
PC, you can make a good game for a console.
You have
Yeah, like, who cares?
more input decisions. Like with a, I mean, that's just something like you have either like a controller or you have like
mouse
a
and
gamepad.
keyboard.
No, or you have like a gamepad. You could have you could have a mouse and keyboard. You can have multiple layouts on your mouse and keyboard. You can have a whole bunch of different. You can have a fucking flight stick. You can have a steering wheel. You can have whatever the fuck you want.
Wii remote.
Yeah, you can have a fucking Wii remote for some reason. Like
Sideways rear
I mean,
is the most optimal way to play.
If you want to talk about like gameplay, you can make your gameplay feel like there's a whole fucking I forget the dude's name. There's literally a whole YouTube channel where the dude just connects up weird fucking things. He played Overwatch with like oranges, and he would just touch the oranges, and that's how he moved. You know, it's like that's another thing you can do. You can't really do that with a console because you can't have the secondary software running to do things like that.
I don't want to play my games on oranges though. Like, that is true. That is true. Why would I want to play?
Like, oh, I can play this game on oranges. I don't care. I'm gonna play whatever I want.
I mean, obviously, oranges is not the best. But
No,
I,
I
mean,
know.
He played Diva on flight sticks, which is how she does it in the game. You know, like he played. I think he played Guitar Hero through 2 guitars. Like he would play this guitar and then would move to the next guitar,
I think what Katie
and that would do
point
other
is that
input. So he actually had
if
to
you
do,
have a
like,
stock
opposites.
console and a stock PC, they're about the same.
Yeah.
But a PC might be more expensive.
That yeah. If you are a casual gamer, I think I have like 3 hours on recently played on Steam, which was from fucking Doki Doki Literature Club. Like
Yeah.
and like I really don't play games that often. If I don't want to spend $1 billion, I don't want to do a shit ton of research. Buying and I don't play multiplayer games. I sometimes get mods, not often. I have a fuck ton of mods for Left 4 Dead, but that's about it. Like I don't really care about like the game looking slightly better. I don't care about it running faster, better frames. Why do I mean, like I said, I have a good PC, but like if I didn't have either, why would I bother with a PC?
I mean, yes.
Besides,
When,
like,
when you go
exclusives
through
and all
these
that
checklists
stuff.
and like this, I don't care about this. I don't care about this. I don't
You
care
could
about
also
this.
use
I
a
don't care about
PC
this.
for
I don't
other
care about.
things,
And
too.
you go through this extensive checklist. Then yes, obviously a stock console versus a stock PC, sure, but a whole lot.
That was my point.
But a whole
that
lot,
was my point.
A whole lot of people don't go through that exact same checklist and mark everything unless they don't care about this.
Okay,
like
so
it's
everybody's
universally,
different, that's okay.
universally,
Why are we arguing about this? It's been like
because
20
we
minutes.
need to pad out an hour. Like
It's been an hour though.
The first 3 minutes was us setting up.
yeah,
Yeah, it's been an hour and 4 minutes.
I mean, you can also use a PC for like writing essays and stuff. Like you're not just
yeah, again,
restricted
it's
to
also
video
because
games.
because PCs are PCs. They're not a
They're
not a
flexible.
gaming.
I understand that.
Like,
I'm talking about specifically for
it's-
gaming.
Oh,
like
if
a
it's just
lot-
not gaming, then
A lot more people
Who
don't go
cares?
through that checklist that you go through.
Okay,
And
well,
so
I understand that if you put a lot of time and money and effort into a good PC,
No, not even that. It's like people can go like if you go stock console, stock PC.
Mm-hmm.
Like a whole lot of people don't go. All right, well, I don't play a whole lot of multiplayer. I don't like. This,
Okay,
I don't do this. I get your specific.
no, I know not.
But a whole lot of people don't go through that specific.
I was
checklist.
getting to that. If you let me fucking finish, I said if you put a lot of time, money, and effort, you can get the good stuff if you care about that. Is what I was going to say. But you have to put a lot of time, money, and effort into it.
I mean, yes.
that-
you can.
That was my point.
No.
We're done. Thank you for joining us for episode 32 of the Seasonal Podcast. Join us next time. Bye. Nope, that's it. We're done.